This is a bonus episode as we are talking about the incoming 2025 recruits on offense and some of the transfer portal pickups in basketball so far. And I have Eric Hessing on with me. So, Eric, welcome to the show.
What's going on, man? Haven't been on in a while. And
yeah, man.
You know, I was pretty bummed that we lost in the round of 32. But it was a tough season. I think we ran out of juice. But looking at the transfer portal and all the movement happening, it's starting to get my juices flowing again. And I'm pretty excited for what we got going on next year. I think TJ and them learned from this year about what works for our program and, where we have to go moving forward. And I'm excited. And the pieces that we're starting to get is reflecting that. So I don't know. What do you think about what do you think about the guys that we've gotten so far?
I like these guys. I think obviously, a lot of people from what I've seen and the discourse that I've seen on Twitter, it's been sort of pretty toxic. Like for me, and I know that may be an understatement, Eric. It's really, really toxic. But for me, I have full trust in this coaching staff that they know what they're doing. Like we said the same thing about every single other. Like we said that about Curtis Jones, and Curtis Jones is going to be one of the top players in Iowa State history.
You're talking about the wrong Jones, man. Remember when they signed Robert Jones? Everybody was like, what is happening? This guy doesn't know how to coach. I told you I was right about TJ Otzelberger. He should have never been the coach of Iowa State. And I love Robert Jones, man. I love Robert Jones. Give me 5 Robert Joneses.
Yeah, and I mean, and Cody, we're talking about this previous show about the guys. I'm like, if they could be anything close to either Robert Jones or Hassan Ward and show that type of effort and bring it, the fans will endear themselves with those type of guys.
Yeah, we got Kuntz and Jones as the first 2 guys, and the sky was falling. The sky was absolutely falling. Everybody's like, does TJ know? Does TJ know the talent that you need to play in the Big 12? Yes, guys. The negativity, I'm not going to focus too much on it. But this is what I have to say to that. If TJ doesn't want a guy on his team, he's not going to let him commit.
Right.
So, when I see this Eric Moulder guy being the first guy to commit, really athletic, great offensive efficiency, that's who TJ wants. What I think TJ learned this season is we need to go back to that defensive, everybody hustles on defense, everybody's hustling on offense, really efficient players, no breakdown in the defense. We're going to go for steals. Kind of like that 2021 team that was always fighting, and that 2023 team always fighting too, suffocating defense. They had some pretty good offensive players in Keyshawn on that team and a couple other guys, but really, we need to get back to that. The defense had some holes, and I think Eric Moulder and this Buchanan who committed today, I think both those guys are going to really, really add to that intensity. And who knows? They might not even, Eric Moulder probably not going to start. We don't know how much Buchanan's going to play, if he's going to be a starter or whatnot, depending on what happens with Oscar Clough. But we need that. We need the intensity again. We were just lacking it this year.
I completely agree, man. There's just times where the defensive intensity needed to be ratcheted up, and we didn't get it.
At some point, I just go, I'm just going to trust TJ with what he sees.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've been pretty spoiled, to be honest here. We've made 2 Sweet 16s in 4 years, and as much as as disappointed as I was to not make the Sweet 16 this year, there's been teams like Ole Miss before this year who haven't made a Sweet 16 in 24 years. So we really got to put things in perspective, to be honest.